Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is your November 2024 love reading coming up here in just a second. We're going to take a look at singles in the first half of the reading, and if you are in a partnership experiencing complications, we will take a look at your energy in the second half of the reading and what is the potential future of your relationship. If anything does not fit, please don't try and force it into your world. Leave it behind for those it does resonate with. Be sure to check your other placements to see if you can't put together a pretty good picture of what could be going on with you during the month of November. Cross watchers, of course, are welcome. Feel free to switch that energy around as needed. Thank you all for tuning back in. If you're already a YouTube subscriber, I appreciate your continued love and support. Much love to each and every one of you. All of your likes, your shares, your comments. I appreciate all of your love. If you are brand new to my channel, welcome. My name is Cody. I am your conscious soul reader. If you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, that'll alert you every single time I'm energetically called to post content or to go live. If you go to that link tree that is in the description box of every single one of my videos, scroll all the way to the bottom. This will take you to every single one of my other platforms. The more places you are following me, the more opportunity you have to catch me live. This is where I am offering deeply discounted rates on one-on-one readings. If that is not your jam, you may book through my website for personal private readings. Every single one of my readings is of a video of this face talking directly to you, so don't get scammed. There's tons of scammers out there. As I grow, here they go. And here we go. Let's look at singles. We're going to take a look at singles in the first half. We're going to look and see what could be coming in if you're open to the idea of getting into a partnership. Or if you've got your eye on somebody, we're going to see what's going on for the month of November. And for those of you that are in a partnership or a connection, we will look at you in the second half. So real quick, let's go. What do single Aquarians need to know? Single Aquarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I know lots of Aquarians. I'm an Aquarius ascendant. All right. Did you know Aquarius ascendants are tall and lean? Go figure. What does Aquarius need to know for the month of November? This person is very busy. They are probably going to be a little bit hard to tack down. But then again, so are you. You're quite the social butterfly. I have a feeling this person also might be another air sign. They may match your energy. They may be the type of person who is, very spontaneous, very adventurous, moving in a lot of different directions at once. Okay, so where do you meet Ace of Swords? Look at all this air coming out. Ace of Swords is, there's some sort of like an aha moment where they happen to catch notice of you. So there's some moment where you guys cross paths, they can't help but notice you, and sparks fly. Okay, so how do you meet? Queen of Pentacles, yes. So the Queen of Pentacles is the energy of you feeling like they're able to help you. So there's some sort of supportive moment when you're both able to kind of slow down for just a second and have a very good exchange. This is them feeling very comforted, very, they see you as somebody very generous, right? Very generous and giving of your time. Maybe this is the type of person who's got so much going on that they have a very high value of time. And the fact that you're able to catch their eye, they see a lot of value in you. You know what I mean? Okay. Whom or what helps you meet? The King of Wands. King of Wands is somebody who is a big decision maker. Now, the Knight of Wands is somebody who makes really quick, rash decisions. This is somebody who makes decisions that are very seated in experience, wisdom. This is somebody who knows a lot about what they're doing. They're very inventive, very creative, but they are able to make good decisions now that will benefit you way down the road. Way, way, way down the road. Okay. All right. And when? Five of Swords. Five of Swords is when there is this pull away. I have a feeling like there's this moment where you kind of snap them out. You snap them out of their busy chaos, and they can't help but feel like just kind of calmed and soothed by your presence. You also are a go-getter and a making it happener type of person, but there's something about you and the way you do things that they see a more practical way. And so I have a feeling like they're just going to kind of not be as chaotic. They're not going to be as chaotic. So when they stop going all nuts and crazy and running all over the place, whoa, there's Aquarius. Hey, how you doing? Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands to the Hermit. I mean, this is like carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and then all of a sudden you see the value in slowing down. You see the value in just kind of taking your time and making sure that you're making good decisions, making darn good and sure. And this feels very compassionate. This feels like a very good thing. This feels like a nice change of pace for this person. This feels like a nice change of pace for this person, that they're finally able to get in balance and able to finally see a way forward that looks more clear, less winged. A lot of people will just kind of go through life and just winging it. I trust that whatever's going to happen is happening when it's supposed to happen. And there's a lot of good in that. And there are pieces of that that are very helpful and beneficial to manifesting and allowing for energetic flow to take place and to not resist too much. But you also want to have some sort of effort and consistency in your progress through life, right? We want to have some goals. We want to be able to accomplish things. We want to be able to both start and finish tasks, right? So I have a feeling like you are the type of person who can take this taskmaster and show them a better way, a more practical way of getting a lot more done in a more efficient way. It's about working smarter, not harder. And it's as if you take the weight of the world off their shoulders here. You take the weight of the world right off their shoulders. This is as if they're able to finally feel for the first time, because they're not so numb from just going and doing. That's beautiful. Okay, we're going to clarify. Always clarify. So let us clarify here. Scooch up. Okay, scooch up. I got the King of Pentacles when I split the deck with the Five of Swords. Nice. Right? Nice. Nice indeed. Not so bad to slow down. Not so bad at all. Knight of Swords, Hanged Man. So the Knight of Swords and the Hanged Man. Hanged Man is a new perspective. Letting go of the chaotic ways. It's that Aerosmith song. Girl, you got to change your crazy ways. I go crazy. Alright, let's see. Now we're going to clarify. Nothing like the sound of a bus. Brakes. And then air brakes. Alright, here we go. What else can I tell my beautiful Aquarians? We're going to clarify these cards on the table, please. Thank you. Knight of Swords, King of Swords. This is somebody who is just on it. Probably another air sign for some of you, if that resonates. But this is somebody who is just a go-getter. And they're more of a thinker, not a feeler. You know what I mean? This is a thinker, not a feeler. So you getting this person to slow down, maybe helping them to feel for the first time ever. Oh, and here's the Queen of Swords. Nice. Queen of Swords with the Ace of Swords. Right? Showing them you are like a match to them. This is a match to them. This is the aha moment. They're like, wow, I am so drawn to everything you're saying. Tell me more, right? Tell me more. Teach me your ways. Teach me your ways. Teach me everything. Wow, look at all this royalty. King, queen, queen. You are not even King and Queen of Wands. King and Queen of Swords. This is a divine pairing. This is like, this person is lost in life. And then once they come into contact with you, it is like the other piece of them is finally found, and they can stop running around crazy frantic. You know what I mean? But they're just running around crazy frantic doing life. But then once you come into their world, it's almost as if everything kind of slows down and everything kind of makes sense. You make things make sense. Page of Pentacles with the Five of Swords. You've got a new plan, a new idea, a new, like, here's a new way of thinking. Here's a new way. What do you think about this? What do you think about changing your crazy ways? Abandoning that chaotic life, right? Have trust and faith. Knight of Pentacles. Have trust and faith in this slower pace. These two could not be more opposite. These are like the polar antonym of one another. The polar antonym here. And look, you're like, I know a better way. I know a better way. And this practical thinking is the kind of thing that makes this person take notice. It makes this person take notice, and they're on board. They're on board. They're ready to conform to walking away and listening to you about letting go, looking at this from a new perspective, kicking back and enjoying a little bit better, right? The ways of the past, done and over. Done and over. It's an awakening. You know, a lot of times, some of us experience an awakening when we go through a really traumatic, heartbreaking experience, and it, you know, shakes you to your core, and it just takes you right to your higher self and just drops you on the doorstep and go, here she is. Here he is. I roughed him up real good. Now y'all need to just hug and love on one another for a while. Hug and love on each other, and that's what it is. That's what a twin flame is, by the way. It takes you to your higher self. That's why they call it that connection, that mirror, that projection of what's inside of you. Yeah, it takes you to a deeper connection with self, which is the ultimate relationship in all life. If you don't know yourself, and if you can't meet yourself at a specific level, how can you meet anybody else at any other level? You can only meet other people as deeply as you know yourself, and as deeply as you've met yourself. And so it's like you wake this person up. Sometimes it's just coming into contact with somebody in their era and just seeing it and seeing and sometimes we are gifted with the opportunity to get to skip the trauma. We get to just absorb the information from somebody if we're willing to see it, if we're willing to hear it, right? Look, you seem like you got your stuff together. How did you do that? Where did you find this out? How do you seem so at peace? How do you seem to have things figured out the way you do? You know, and I don't know. I just do. This is what I found. This is what I did. This is what I like to do. This is the way I approach life. This is the way I approach complication. You know, and they just kind of dropping truth and wisdom on you, and you're just feasting. You're feasting. This is just delicious information this person is bringing to you, and you cannot get enough. or them you. However that resonates. All right, cute. Yeah, I mean, yes. All right. And sometimes it's a matter of like scheduling or something simple. You know, if you're a master scheduler, if you have, taken a class or taken a course in it, or maybe it's something that you learned when you were in college or you figured it out, or maybe it's something they learned and they can kind of give you the gist of it, or the Reader's Digest version, right? They can summarize it for you. Let's look at this person. We're going to see if we can't get a little bit more information about this person. Find out who they are. Maybe what they've been through. Tell me, please, for Aquarius, a little bit more about this person. Okay, narcissist and vacation. Okay. Narcissist is somebody who's too full of themselves. Now, I don't know if you've ever dealt with a clinically diagnosed narcissist or somebody who has narcissistic tendencies. But when you know, you know. And if you fully enveloped yourself with someone, then you definitely know. They take you away from everything you've ever known. They isolate the heck out of you. They gaslight you on a regular basis. They breadcrumb you. They neg you. There is all kinds of projection, redirection, blame shifting, trauma bonding experiences that they'll create in order to hang on to the connection. They know for a fact that creating trauma and drama will bond you, because it creates those hits, those dopamines, cortisol hits that make you cling, right? So narcissists are no joke. And if you know, you know, right? If you know, you know. So this person may have dealt with them, or they may show some tendencies by being really in their own world, and then here you come and you're like taking them away from themselves, taking them out of this world, out of this self-absorption, right? Because if you're going in your world and you're heavy on your track and get out of my way, I've got things to do, you're not enjoying the journey. You're not enjoying the journey. You know what I mean? I've been this way where I'm in a hurry. I want to go get done and get home. But I've also done the other where I slow down and I have conversations and I have a really good peaceful trip. I'll either listen to very high vibe music or nothing at all and just vibe out with my guides and just kind of mellow out on the drive and really absorb as much as I can while safely driving. If you have the luxury of being driven around, just really taking in your environment and just really kind of looking at the gloriousness and the beauty of everything that is all around you, and taking the time to really enjoy the moments, right? There's two different MOs to life. And I feel like somebody who's in their own little world, you may be the type of person who can just kind of be like, hey, how about we stop and smell the roses? Not to be all super cornball cliche, but it's a thing. It's a thing. It really is. To be going and doing and getting a lot done, you feel like you're, big man on campus and you're super accomplished. The problem with that is the more you get done, the more there is to do, unfortunately, sometimes. You know what I mean? That's just those types of people. Patience. Look at you, bringing patience into the world. Showing them a new way about going about life. We've got a Mercury retrograde coming up here pretty soon. This could have some sort of depiction over your relationship. We've got Guardian and Open Up Your Heart also coming out here. So you may help this person slow down enough where they have some sort of an awakening. I'm thinking an awakening is coming in for some of you. Not for all of you. Not everybody is about that beautiful connection with your higher self. Some people will, stop at the bare minimum, but to go even higher, to go even deeper, to go even further. Have a fun journey, for sure. That would have a fun journey. Okay. All right, kids. I feel like that was the reading for single Aquarians, for the singles. Be sure to check your other placements if anything did not resonate with you. Now we're going to look at those of you in a partnership or a connection. If you're in a relationship or a partnership and you're experiencing issues or complications, we will take a look and see what's going on with you and your person. We'll take a look and see what the strength of the relationship is. What are your challenges? What are the lessons you are being given? What are the lessons your person is being given? And what is the future of the relationship? What do my Aquarians need to know for the month of November? Crosswatcher, switch that energy as needed. Okay, strength of relationship, Ace of Swords. Right, you guys have very clear, honest conversations. I feel like there's not a lot left unsaid. You know what I mean? There's certain couples, there's certain people who beat around the bush or would like to, hint at what they need. Not you two. You two say exactly what's on your mind, exactly what you want, exactly what you need, exactly how you feel. You tell it like it is. Right? You tell it like it is. That's good, and it can be bad to a fault, right? What is the challenges? The Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles could be the fact that y'all hanging on. Y'all may be holding a bit of a grudge, holding on to your issues a little bit longer than you should. Maybe there is a little bit of scorekeeping happening here with the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, I'm kind of getting the energy of maybe, you guys are like, okay, well, I'll let you win this one, but next time we'll see what happens, and then, or you'll go into your arsenal of issues, right, to try to win the current challenge. You know the type? Okay. What are the lessons you are being given? The Moon card. Moon card is a lot of anxiety and fear, but it's also done on the basis of disillusion, right? This is your own invention in your own mind. A lot of this isn't true. The Moon card is a thin veil, right? There's the possibility of it. There's the hint of it. Maybe it could be happening. You may be getting intuitive nudges like crazy, but if you're not truly in touch with your intuition, it could be very misleading. If your analytical thinking brain is having any kind of impact whatsoever on your intuition, you could be seeing things unclearly, unfortunately. And if you believe it, then that's a whole nother bag of issues. What are the lessons your person is being given? The Queen of Pentacles. Now your person is being given the lesson of being more supportive, more compassionate, more giving. Maybe they're a little bit more rigid than they should be, and they're being shown how to be more compassionate. Sometimes some people get so caught up in telling it like it is that they're a little bit careless with their words. I was saying that earlier, right? That's a good and a bad thing. Your person might need to be a little bit more careful and thoughtful with their words. And this might help clear up some of the confusion you're getting and possible mixed singles that you could be getting from your person as well. What is the future of the relationship? The Hanged Man. So now we're being invited to look outside of ourselves for perspective of the other. The Hanged Man is about letting go also, because there is this intense need for you guys to have this scoreboard. And I think the future is showing you that if y'all want success in this, you're going to have to learn how to leave the issues where they belong. Only deal with current problems in the moment. This is not the time to go back into our arsenal. This is our memory bank or whatever. And plus also, all that is very skewed. The more time and distance you put between the event and this current moment, You're dealing with perception only. You're not dealing with facts and details. This is perception. I mean, you may have a little bit of facts and details, yes, but your perception is the ego preference, hanging on to how you preferred to, for the whole event to have gone versus how it went. And then this fuels a lot of times the reasons why we hang on. You know, this, if I let this go, and then they're going to scorn me again, they'll hurt me again. If I even come off the fact of how much this hurt me, then they're going to feel like that's okay. That's your projection onto this, right? You have to understand that your person, they're either going to get it or they're not. You have to let go of the attachment to making sure they get it. It's not yours to get. Like, you have to deal with it in the moment. Also, you have to deal with it in the moment. Whew, that was a lot. Oof. It took me all over the place. We got Strength card, Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Justice card, Five of Wands to the King of Cups. So there's a lot of opportunity here. I think you guys are courageously trying to find a different way of doing things. I do see the cause and effect is that there is some sort of a conflict with getting you both on the same page, but it is absolutely possible. This is absolutely possible. I see a lot of balance with a little bit of resistance, very little resistance here, but very possible to make these changes. Very possible. Just a matter of, looking outside of ourselves and looking at it from their perspective and how they're thinking and where they're coming from, versus enforcing that they understand where we're coming from, right? Sometimes it's as easy as just, looking at it from their point of view. Also, a lot can be said about just letting go and just starting from now. And just saying, you know what, whatever happened in the past has happened. We've already dealt with it. It's been exhausted. I forgive you for what you've done to me. I want you to forgive me for what I've done to you. Let's let bygones be bygones, and let's move forward from here. Let's move forward from here, and y'all have a lot of faith. You'll have a lot of faith in this. And the cause and effect is that there is... I'm feeling like it's, of course it's not just going to be, oh, okay, since you said so, and so it is, right? Now you have to do the adjustments. Now you have to catch yourself, right, in those moments. And it's not like you're going to create a moment of conflict just to see how you do. You got to wait and see when that moment arises. And when that moment arises and you feel the heat coming up, you have to remember what was said and what you agreed to. And not go back to the patterns and to the, the snap reactions that we always have, right? This is a matter of you starting to change and starting to do differently, starting to do very, very differently than what was done before. Big changes to be had. Big changes to be had in order for you guys to make progress. And big changes take time. They take time to settle in and to take hold. It's like letting the root system take hold in a new pot, and you want that dirt to get nice and saturated. It's going to take it's going to take some doing, and you can't keep digging it up to see how it's doing. You just kind of got to go with the process and remember that's in the works, and now we're in this bigger pot, so we need to do it this way this time, and now it's this much water, it's this much, it's just a little bit of adjusting. And it's about catching yourself in the moment. You got to retrain yourself. Difficult when you've done it so long for so many ways. The ways you have for so long. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, that. Okay, we're going to look at some clarification. We will get clarification for these cards here, and then we'll run out some oracle to close the reading for Aquarius. They're ready. What else? How can I clarify these cards for Aquarius? What are you? Eight of Swords. clarify. All right, Ace of Swords is clarified by the Lovers. Yes, you guys have a really beautiful bond, and this is a very divine union, and you are very honest with one another, and you always will be. And it's sometimes to a fault, right? So 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something here about this grudge needing to be left behind. I think you're both kind of looking for a different way of doing things, wanting for this whole scoreboard thing to just kind of go away. Tell me about the Moon. Overwhelming yourself, overburdening yourself by overthinking, filling in the blanks, really kind of, you know, thinking there's something going on but not quite putting your finger on it. I mean, you're overthinking about the wrong things, unfortunately. Queen of Pentacles is Ace of Pentacles. So there's a real opportunity for your person here to just kind of be a lot more pragmatic, a lot more supportive. It's just about saying, look, I'm not going to hold grudges. I support you. I'm not going to hang on to my past anger. I support us. I'm not going to hold myself accountable for looking to you for what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. I'm only going to focus on me. I support you. I support you working on yourself, and you will support your person working on themselves. Hanged Man, 3 of Cups, right? A new perspective, letting go, focusing on the more joyous sides of your union, not on the painful sides of your union, not sitting here taking stock, not holding account, not, you know, reconciling everything that's ever gone on. You know, this has gone on, this has gone on, this happened this time, this is what you did, and this is how we resolved it, and this is how long it took, and this is, you know, this is about truly letting it go, and being of a more friendly, more loving, more compassionate nature. So I see here 2 paths, right? 2 paths. Burn it down or turn it up. 4 of Wands, Sun card. There's that 4 of Pentacles and the Moon card. I'm telling you, this scoreboard needs to go away. This is what's causing you all of this unnecessary stress and issues, right? Continuing to walk on eggshells because I don't know what's going to be brought up. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know what's going to go wrong. Being at peace with what grief and sadness and sorrow we've experienced, and having braveness and courage to have faith to pull away from this emotional attachments to the past and truly let go. Truly let go. Okay. Indeed. You know, the past is for lessons. We can't sit there and stare in the rearview mirror while we're progressing forward. You just can't do it. You'll crash. The past is, you got to glance in there every once in a while and pull those lessons up when you need it. When needed. Just the lessons, not the experience, not who was to blame, not, you know, oh, well, you've done 10 things wrong and I've only done 1, so this mitigates what I've done wrong. We'll just call it me even now. You know, that's very petulance. Very petulance. Scoreboard needs to go, right? No scoreboards. Okay. We'll look at the beach time. Soul for your oracle. 3344. Nice. What else can I tell Aquarius? Separation, Grim Reaper. Yeah, I have a feeling you guys are, like, this scoreboard is really painful because you have a lot of love here. Y'all are turning your back on, you know, this whole feeling like things need to go. Things need to stop. I've got Seduction, Grim Reaper, Not Today, that have fallen out. What else can I tell Aquarius? Talking, Sunglasses. That's perception. Yeah, focusing outward. Focusing outward, we've got Hand of Cards and Soulmates talking. Soulmates. This is your soul contract. You guys have a deep, deep connection with this partnership. We've got Karmic Relationship and Coffee Cup. The Snake and Ascending also coming out here. So, there's a lot of temptation here when seduction comes out about bringing up old things, right? It's really easy to go to the past to justify our actions. This is a way of, you know, escaping accountability in a lot of ways. And a lot of people do this. When you are unhealed, this is a very good tactic to try to get out of taking a lot of heat whenever you're in the wrong here. But this is really looking at this differently and saying, you know what, I'm going to start having more accountability. I'm going to start trying to do differently. I'm going to start focusing more on perception and looking and watching for these moments to really talk things out in a very delicate way, in a very caring way with Hand of Cards. Hand of Cards, I think like this is a very delicate situation. This is you kind of, being very strategic towards your loving partnership and treating it as such. We do want to ascend away from this previous kind of thinking. The Snake is out here. It's somebody who's very clever, very cunning, very calculating, right? So we do want to evolve to a new phase where that's not needed anymore, where those tactics aren't necessary, especially with your loved ones, right? Especially in a loving partnership and connection. This is you starting to feel uplifted, talking about the triggers and all of the turmoil that you both have gone through, figuring out what these lessons are. And this karmic relationship talks about letting go and loving you. Letting go of the pain and loving yourself. Even if you've caused pain, even if you have taken pain, even if you have overlooked like some very, very toxic things and allowed for somebody to stay in your life, you need to come to terms with that. You need to love you no matter what, no matter what's going on outside of you, so that we're not projecting onto others, okay? I've got Dragonfly and Hammer at the bottom here. This is about repairing and working on things. The Dragonfly is about adapting, changing, and healing. Things coming to light. Things coming to light and being lighthearted. Keys on a ring, heart with a key, right? This is about getting the right tools. Getting the right tools to be able to communicate in a more loving way, in a more compassionate way. And even if it you know, and starting with the somebody who has hurt you will open the door wide open for you to start speaking to yourself in that way as well, to start being more loving to yourself. Because if you can be more loving to yourself, this emotes outside of you onto every other relationship, partnership, connection you have, be it animals, coworkers, passersby, people you share the road with, the sidewalk with, whatever. It's about loving yourself first, starting there and then operating from that energy, and everything else kind of falls into place. But that comes with the dive into healing. You have to start to pull away from the partnership and start to look inward, because we cannot do anything about what the other person is doing. We can only recognize where our faults are, where we're falling short, and where we need to be more accountable for what our actions are, what we're accepting, what we should not be accepting, where we should be putting up boundaries, where we are not respecting our own boundaries, and where we should come back to that, right? A lot of this would solve a lot of other issues. And if somebody else is not able to align with you, then that answers your question about your connectivity, whether it is worthy or not. 9 times out of 10, if people are in love, they are able to figure some sort of resolution out, whether it is a resolution towards a way forward with one another or a way forward towards a separation. But it starts with a conversation. No scoreboards, honest talks. Honest talks. Okay, kids, I feel like that was your reading for November. Big love to each and every single one of you. I hope you have a very blessed November. If you need a personal private reading, all that information is in the description box of this video. Clicking on that link tree will take you directly to my webpage right there. Once you click on that, you'll be able to book a reading with me, personal private reading. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom in that link tree, it'll show you all the other platforms where I am posting videos and going live. The more places you are following me, the more chances you have to catch me live. You want to be sure to hit the notification bell everywhere it is applicable so that you are alerted when I go live. This is your chance to ask me questions one-on-one when doing collectives for a deeply discounted rate for that one-on-one reading. If that is not your jam, personal private readings can be booked through my website. I also offer mentorships. Every single one of my video readings, though, is done of this face talking directly to you, so don't get scammed. I have a lot of scammers out there. Thank you all for your love. Thank you for your likes. Hitting that little like button is a great way for us to share energy and for you to show your love and support without having to spend a dime. Just a little tap. I appreciate it. Bell, and I will see y'all very soon. I'm wishing you all the love, light, and abundance you can possibly stand. Y'all take care. See you soon. Bye.